1 week removed from the biggest block party of the summer, and 1 week removed from the biggest takeover in the history of the WWE. But we're going to focus our attention now on the upcoming Night of Champions pay-per-view and how it is slowly getting itself together. And I start with Sting, who is back in the WWE for the first time since WrestleMania. And he quickly goes on and says that he loved being at WrestleMania and that he and Triple H had one of the best matches of their careers. And he respects everything about Triple H. But with that being said, Sting got down to the nitty-gritty. Sting says that at Night of Champions, he is going to do something that he has dreamt of since he was a little boy, being the WWE Champion. He says being the WWE Champion has been a dream of mine, a goal that I want to accomplish. And he has a great chance to do so, because we also learned that last week Sting and Seth Rollins are facing off for the WWE Championship at Night of Champions. We also learned that there is another championship match at Night of Champions. But I'm going to get into that at a later time. Let's now focus on other situations possibly occurring at Night of Champions. First, I start with the Divas Beat the Clock Challenge with all three members of Team PCB, Paige, Charlotte, and Becky. And the rules of this Beat the Clock Challenge is whoever has the fastest time gets a championship shot. Now, in this case, it is a Divas title shot at Night of Champions. But the question is, who is it? Who has the chance of a lifetime to become the next Divas champion? We found out Becky laid the foundation with a 3-minute and 21-second match by beating Alicia Fox. The table now is set a little higher for Charlotte, the daughter of a 2-time Hall of Famer. She sets it higher at 1:41 by beating Brie Bella. So now the table is going to be set even higher now, because now it is up to Paige to beat 1:41 and get her hands once again on Nikki. But to do so, she had to get through Sasha Banks. And Sasha had a game plan all along from the beginning. Let the clock wear her out. Let the clock just go to 0. Thus denying Paige and her chance again of becoming the Divas Champion. And that's exactly what happened. So, with Paige out and with Becky out, Charlotte gets her chance of becoming the Divas Champion. And we saw a little bit of disgust and a little bit of anguish on the faces of Paige and Becky, but they realized that it is a golden chance for Charlotte to become a Divas Champion, and they will be by her side during that match. So it is a golden chance for Charlotte. And the question is going to be, can she live it up to her dream? Something to watch out for in Night of Champions. That's going to be a good match. Other matches that went on that are not Night of Champion related is the Intercontinental Championship between Ryback and the Big Show. And Big Show had 2 chances last night of becoming a 2-time Intercontinental Champion, but failed because of 1, the crowd, and 2, the Miz. So Ryback shell-shocked his way in retaining the Intercontinental Championship. The tag team division is shaping up to be on fire between New Day, the Dudleys, primetime players, maybe the Ascension, maybe Lucha Dragons, maybe the Ascension. But last night it was the Dudleys against the New Day, in which the Dudleys won with a 3D, and they wanted to put them through a table again, but this time New Day evaded the tables and escaped out of Tampa. So, and then Braun Strowman faced off against Dean Ambrose. And if you didn't see last week's Raw, ladies and gentlemen, watch it. This guy is a monster. And he is sided with the Wyatts. And the Wyatts have themselves a unbeatable team of Bray, Harper, and now Strowman. Now, this is, like I said, non-Night of Champions related, but you might see Shield version 2.0 against Braun Strowman and Luke Harper and Night of Champions. Well, like I said, that is not Night of Champions, non-Night of Champions related. You might see that match happen. Other non-Night of Champions related matches was this ongoing saga between Dolph Ziggler, Lana, Summer Rae, and Rusev. Ziggler did pull off the win, but we also learned that Summer Rae accused Dolph Ziggler of seduction. And we also learned that Lana was kind of upset. Now, we don't know if she was upset at Ziggler or upset at the fact that Summer Rae had the audacity to lay down an accusation of seduction on Dolph Ziggler. So that's something to really watch. Again, non-Night of Champions related. So with those out of the way, let's talk now about the last championship match that was made. Now we know Sting, Seth Rollins, WWE Championship match, Part 1. Part 2, Seth Rollins goes on record and says that he is better than Triple H. He has surpassed everything that Triple H has done through his career. He is the only man, Seth Rollins, to ever hold the WWE and the United States title. He says that Triple H never had that chance. Stephanie shows up, tells Seth Rollins to shut up and don't say another word about Triple H. While you are good, Seth Rollins, Stephanie said, you are nowhere near Triple H's level. Thus enters John Cena. Now, John Cena at SummerSlam lost the United States Championship from controversy thanks to Jon Stewart. Now, Cena comes out and says that Seth Rollins, you have something that belongs to me. You didn't win that match one-on-one, you had help. Seth says, I still won. I still possess my United States title. It is not yours. So get on out. Cena tells Stephanie, tell your golden boy he wants to open his mouth. I want my match. I am guaranteed a rematch at any time for the United States title. Cena tells Stephanie, Night of Champions is coming up. How about you make Seth Rollins, John Cena for the United States title? Stephanie thinks some more, looks at Cena, and gives the evil grin smile and says, you got it. Thus outraged Seth Rollins to a point where he was saying some type of words. I don't know what he was saying, but he was saying something to Stephanie. And Stephanie just stood there and said, you opened your mouth. You shouldn't have said all those things. You wouldn't have said it. You wouldn't have gotten this match. So it's all on you. So now, let's set the picture right now as we see it for Night of Champions, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena, Seth Rollins, United States Championship. The Icon Sting, Seth Rollins, WWE Championship. Charlotte, Nikki Bella, Divas Championship. Those are 3 championship matches right now, with more on the horizon. The weeks leading up to Night of Champions, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be out of control. I hope you are getting yourselves settled down for what is shaping up to be a historic Night of Champions. I am the boss, Chris Coury, signing off until next week.